Well, African football and African footballers so prevalent now on the world stage. And now 14 African nations congregate, all hungry and vying for success. Winner takes all, and I'm sure this opener will be an intriguing game. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And here is the national anthem of Morocco. That was impressive. Match that. Well, there is a perceptibly greater sense of urgency from both sides here with a place in the last four on the line.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think they have a good shot at this, Peter. It is quite an atmosphere here, and that's clearly raised the bar in terms of expectations from the crowd. They genuinely think, or certainly the feel is, that they'll get to see the game of the tournament.
We're on the way. Ongisa. That's a lovely, neat pass. Unahi does really well to win the ball there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Cuts out the pass. Amrabat. Nadir. Ben Seguir. Lobbed in behind. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Wu. Lofted upfield. Nadir. Tries a deft little ball. Wu tries to clear. Nadir. Back into the middle. Ben Seguir's cross. Oh, terrible pass. And he shoots! Wu getting this one clear. And it's Amrabat. Cameroon still without a single shot on target. Chooses to go back. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Nadir, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Moved on forwards. Now that's well seen too. Unahi. Nadir. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Hakimi. That's good play. Can he finish? What What a save from Onana! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's there to clear it. And it's Nadir. Nadir closing in on goal. Anguissa. Over to the left. Tolo. Anguissa. And he thumps it clear. Toko Akambi. Unahi wins the duel this time. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's a nice ball. Well read, nice interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he cuts out the supply. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, looks like he's been taken out there. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Now it's Abubakar. Zambo Anguissa. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good spread. And what about the... Gets his head on it! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Oh, fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Cameroon, despite the scoreline, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again. So the first half brought no goals. Good ball, good take. He's through here. Now it's Abubakar. He's had a shot! He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, he's found support out wide. Time to deliver. Succumbs to the pressure. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Toko Akambi. Anguissa. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ah, now can they counter? Now it's Ben Seguir. Ben Seguir might be... And the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ben Seguir. Out for a throw. Can he latch on to this? Toko Ekambi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tolo. Toko Ekambi. Toko Ekambi stood his ground strongly. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Toko Ekambi. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That has found him in acres of space.
Cameroon really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Ball's played through. Ball driven towards the far post. Toko Ekambi, there's the shot! It's anyone's ball now. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And it's hoisted clear. Cham shoots! Aim forwards. And here's the chance to counter. Proves too strong.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Wu has a look and plays it forward. Toko Ekambi. Tolo. Toko Ekambi. Tolo. Very nicely done. Ongisa. They are right into last chance. Choupo-Moting! So close, but that's it. The full-time whistle has gone. Cameroon came so close to executing the perfect smash and grab, but it just was not to be.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Toko Akambi and Cham. Choupo-Moting. Great defending, strong and determined. Hakimi. And it's Nadir. And here's En-Nesyri. Now then, the ball's come loose. He'll try to keep this alive. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. That's an imaginative pass. And that's a good ball.
Cameroon are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Quality ball. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Calmly anticipates. Hakimi. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Well, I think for both sets of players now, concede becomes your biggest opponent. You know, when the body gets tired, the mind usually goes with it. Concentration levels are difficult to manage now.
And we're off for the final time. 105 minutes of football and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. The protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Firmly met. En-Nesyri. Adli. And it's Hakimi.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Choupo-Moting. Oh, nicely intercepted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Ben Seguir. En-Nesyri played out to the left flank. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Both sets of players have run themselves into the ground here, Peter. And as extra times go, I think I'll remember this for a while.
It has gone the full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties. Boy, you can feel the tension. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he puts them one up.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Ben Seguir is the next man in the spotlight. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Adli will take their second. brilliantly.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
No! Denied remarkably.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
The third man in the queue. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Keeper's gone the wrong way. It's 3 apiece. That's a good penalty.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Morocco must score here to stay in it. It's in! Pick that one out!
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. Oh, good take, keeper committed himself.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
It's in, he's kept them in it.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, didn't change.
Through to 7, and we're still going. That's how it's done, he made the keeper commit.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
And stuck away with ice in his veins.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
That's it. It is done. Cameroon are out. There will be no place for them amongst the last 4. Just as genuine hopes were beginning to grow, the rug is pulled from beneath their feet. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
And a premature exit from their viewpoint, though there are positives to be taken.